Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today, I want to talk about Halloween and horror games. Even though in my country we didn't really celebrate Halloween, outside of just dressing up, there was not really people coming around, candies and stuff. And the same thing with here in Australia. I don't think people celebrate it actually. So, but again, when it's Halloween, you know that it's time for scary things. Like even TV will have scary things going on. And I took it upon myself to finally kind of try to dive into the horror genre. I'm not sure how to describe it. So I bought Alan Wake 2. Right now, I'm still playing on Alan Wake 1. I'm on episode 5. It's going pretty well. And I got Silent Hill 2. I wanted to get these two games because I have heard that they're really good games, and I wanted to get more into this genre. So my perception, or my kind of experience so far, and what I have understood so far from this genre, is that earlier this year, first of all, I beat Resident Evil 4 the remaster. It was some kind of scary, but more a bit of dread. Not really super scary, like dread feeling that you don't know what's coming next. And I was afraid because I didn't know what to expect. I was afraid on every corner something gonna jump scare me. That is something that I don't really prefer. Let's just say that. In movies, when I was in university, that was like 10 years ago. Now I'm in a different university, but when I was on the first university I was going for, doing accounting, I was watching thrillers and psychological horror movies every night with my friends. We were like 7 people gathering to one place, watching movies every night, and you know what it was, torrenting and everything. We were not rich, just torrenting and watching stuff. And it was fine, right? It was pretty cool situation. I really love that part of university life, that we were just chilling around and watching movies. And you know, it was kind of test of courage or something like this. And I liked it. But when it was coming to games, that was something that I was feeling that I was not really part of. I was not feeling it too much, let's just say that. And it was, maybe it's kind of weird, but I don't know. In my opinion, I was getting more scared of getting to play the game than playing the game and being scared, if it makes sense. The idea of playing the scary game was scaring me. So I didn't play ever any Resident Evil games and stuff like this until I played this year Resident Evil 4. And I gave it a chance, and it was fine, but I didn't think of playing anything else immediately. I have Resident Evil 2, but a lot of people were telling me, oh, it's scary, so be careful. And I didn't play it. I'm stupid. I didn't play it. But now that I got this for PS5, I didn't want to play it on the Steam Deck because I wanted to play it on the big picture, big screen, whatever it was. And I don't think that these kind of games, because it's a lot about details, not really like the everything like to be super tight shooting and stuff like this, like in a way that it will be games that you will play on quality mode most likely. I'm not sure though. And yeah, because of that situation, I thought that it would be best to get them for PS5. And if I wanted to play them on portable, I have a PlayStation Portal, I would play them there. And for me, this was kind of fine. Like, I played so far Alan Wake 1, and I wanted to kind of make this video to indulge people as well, to give it a try. Give horror games a try. Get something now, it's on sale, Halloween sale and stuff like this. I think Alan Wake 1, or if you want to get the physical edition, you can get this one. And it has everything. It has all the DLC. It has the Alan Wake 2 game as well, and everything. It has everything. So you can get the whole Alan Wake thing in one go with the disc. That is not the case if you get it from the digital store, by the way. So, prompts. More prompts if you get the disc edition. So, and the reason that I wanted to get into this was because I was feeling that it would be a cool genre to get more into. Like, the more this year has been a backlog and discovery year for me, even though there are so many good games, I have cleared this year so far like 32 games, and most of them were older games that I haven't finished. But many of them are also new. And the thing for me was that as I said, I wouldn't approach horror games because I was scared of the idea of playing the scary game. But now that I played Alan Wake 1, I'm on episode 5, as I said before, and I wanted to give a little bit of what I have learned so far. I don't know if it's going to be very different till the end or stuff like this, but so far, what I have seen is that this is a very cool genre. And I think I really like people to give it a try because not just there are so many cool stories happening in these things, but it's also a very thing that you can learn a little bit more about yourself, like your fight and flight instincts and stuff like this. I think you could, like, putting yourself into getting some like courage through situations, gonna be something that maybe benefit you even in real life. But specifically here, I'm talking about like playing these games. Of course, there is the interesting story, there is also like some fun mechanics and stuff like this. But the most important thing for me is the feeling that you get, the satisfaction that you get, that you don't really get it, in my opinion, unless you're playing a very specific amount of games. And for me, this kind of feeling, I have not experienced it outside of playing competitive games. And I have seen some kind of overlap with people that are playing competitive games and are playing also scary games like horror games. Maybe there is an overlap to that because of that feeling, or maybe I'm just crazy, I don't know. But specifically what I'm talking about is when you're playing a competitive game like a shooter or like a fighting game or like a MOBA, League of Legends, Dota 2, for most of my years I'm playing these kind of games. And these kind of games feeling the best when you have a partner that kind of accommodate what you're doing. And if you're close to the skill level, you're gonna have really close matches and it's gonna feel good. You're gonna feel like good beating someone. If you're beating someone and they just like can't even move, it gets boring. Like after 2-3 times, they're like, yeah, okay, fine, like goodbye. You don't wanna keep beating, like playing training mode or something like this. Like especially for me, that was very frustrating in games like Dota 2 and League of Legends, that you will be in a 20-25 minute game and you already stomping them and you just already know you won. It's boring. But when you have these comeback things, it can get interesting. That when it's a close game or when you're defending for a really long time and then you do a comeback, it feels amazing. And I feel that horror games provide you that feeling way, way better. And I'm saying that because you don't have to invest so much time and skill into getting this feeling, because it has to do a lot with you as a person. So for me, when I was playing something like Alan Wake 1, I was getting like, you know, you have the bar, the health bar, you don't really have a sprint bar, you have like the bullets, and then you have your own bar, your anxiety, your fight or flight kind of situation. Like you have your own part, your part of the game. Because when you're in stressful situations, you kind of have to react, right? And if you don't react properly and you start like shooting in the air, things not gonna go well, obviously. And you could be situations put by the developer to be like kind of weak and you just have to escape, which is also something that you would have to think. Like this kind of thing that you're reacting very fast to what is happening Even though the games are not crazy, but the whole immersive atmosphere around it makes you feel that kind of, that you are part of the game. This immersion, even though it's not from the sound and stuff like this, because you're part of the game and you have to use some tools of the game. Maybe when you're playing too many kind of games like this, it becomes just like any other shooter game. But I don't think so. I think the stimulation around the sound and the visual stimulation that the developer tries to do something to you, to experience something dread or horror or disturbance, heavily disturbance, is something that movies cannot provide. Because movies are a specific set of things that you're gonna have, and it's, you know, it's made for people to just watch it. But when you are interacting with it, it's like you are part in a show game, and the developer just throws all those things at you, and you are the main character trying to do things to evade all those things, if it makes any sense. And I think that through that, it creates these anxiety moments that you can truly feel this kind of satisfaction that you did something or you escaped something and stuff like this, that it is very cool. Now, I'm not good at these games. Definitely, I'm not. I'm playing them on easy and normal because I'm just not very good at shooting games. But I hope that I won't have any problem playing either of those games. I really hope that. I really hope that I will be able to persevere and kind of, you know, like a personal challenge to be able to beat those scary games, courage through, and just, you know, enjoy the story as well. So, because Halloween is also approaching, I thought it will be a good idea to do this. If you guys are interested, maybe I will do a review for Alan Wake 1 for playing on PS5 on the remastered version. If anyone is interested, leave a comment. I will definitely do it if you guys want. And what were my experiences, obviously without any spoilers, because in these games, spoilers are insanely against everything. You have to go blind in these games. Otherwise, you're just playing a shooting game. I'm just saying that. So, yeah, this was the video. Please let me know if I'm insane for playing horror games, or you are kind of in the same situation, you didn't want to try them, and then you did, and then you're fine. Let me know your experience. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a beautiful day. See you next time.